I totally wear my heart on my sleeve, and if there's an issue, I have a really hard time containing it and holding it and waiting for a better time or place to bring it up. I really want to bring everything up right away, put it all on the table, get it cleared up. Hi, I'm Davida from The Well of Being. Thank you for joining me on my journey towards greater clarity and connection. Today, I want to talk about one element of triangulation. The two men who I most admire and love are my husband and my older brother. Two of the men. Suddenly I'm thinking of others. But they are they're really close to me. They're both people who are go-to people for me. And they're very different from each other. So recently they had a conversation, and some triggers were pushed, and they came out of that conversation, my husband upset and my brother confused, and I was having a hard time with that because I'm closer to both of them, I guess, than they are with each other, and I'm deeply invested in the relationship. And when they're working together and things are good, it feels really good to me. It's like these two pillars of my life are connected and integrated, and that gives me a sense of well-being and wholeness. And so when there was this fissure that appeared, I had this tremendous urge to get on the phone with my brother and talk to my husband and sort of explain each other's perspectives to each other and try to help them to work it out. But I had the sense that that really wouldn't be helpful. Like I would be getting in the way and having my need for them to be together sort of up front and center, instead of trusting them and giving them the space to work things out. And also with understanding that they both know that they're important people to me. Like they're not like strangers in the street where it's like, whatever, we can just like let that slide and never see them again. So I did that. I was on the phone with my brother and we were talking about other things, and I must have felt the urge like 10 times in the space of 3 minutes to bring up whatever was going on between them, and I didn't. And that is a really big deal for me because I totally wear my heart on my sleeve, and if there's an issue, I have a really hard time containing it and holding it and waiting for a better time or place to bring it up. I really want to bring everything up right away, put it all on the table, get it cleared up. And so this was an exercise for me in holding and containing. And I am so glad that I did. I'm so glad. It was such a big lesson for me in not butting in and trusting people to work things out. Since that happened, it wasn't long ago, but I've seen me sort of applying that lesson in different places, like my kids arguing and they coming to me and saying, Shaked is, messing up my game, and I say, well, what would you like? And, I want him to stop, or I want him to put it back. And then I'd be saying, well, did you tell that to Shaked? And often the answer is no. So it's like sending the concerned parties, I guess, to be engaged with each other. And of course, it depends on everybody having an interest in being engaged and or dealing with the problem. But if they don't, then probably my involvement isn't going to be that helpful anyway. So I guess my point here about triangulation is that it's best often to avoid it, even though I have everybody's best interests in mind, even though I love both of them dearly. I'm putting myself in the way of two people who are capable of handling the relationship, and my need for them to work things out together is not the best reason for them to work things out together. Like they might have me in mind because of the relationship with me and because it's important to them to have a relationship with each other. But I really think I would have been getting in the way there. And then things need to be clarified and said and unsaid. And it's like, if you relate to my urge to butt in and try to help people work things out between them, give me a like to the video. I'd be also happy to see in the comments below what you do and whether you think that holding yourself back might be helpful sometimes, or maybe whether you disagree with me and you think that that being, playing the peacemaker is actually a very helpful kind of triangulation. So I look forward to seeing your comments, and I'll see you again next time.